Well, hello everybody, welcome to part 37 of Grandad's Little Railway. So, in this episode what I want to talk to you or explain to you is why I'm going DCC. So I'm going to get straight into it. Part of the reason I've got running around on this board here, it's my first locomotive that I bought, which is an A4, which is called Falcon. So what I'll do, I'll move the camera, I'll stop the train and I'll explain why. Here we are down at the layout, and as you see in front of you is Falcon. This was, as I said, this is the first loco I bought when I got back into the hobby, and it's a lovely motor. It's a lovely loco, it really is. But one of the problems it's got, and I don't know why they've done it, is that it's got no front coupling. It seemed to me that at the time this was made, it seemed to be the fashion of Farish that they didn't put any front couplings on. I suppose some people would say it's because it was never designed really to run backwards at speed, and some would, but that's given me the problem. These days, now, they do run backwards. Well, ones that are left running run backwards anyway, because mainly they're on a preserve line. So, I think when this was built, it would have been nice if Farish, I thought, well, okay, we'll leave the front coupling off, but we'll make provisions for it, or put a front coupling off. Put a front coupling on, sorry, and left it up to the owner to take it off, because obviously it's off to make the loco look good. But yeah, so be it. Yeah, so this loco is from, I'm guessing, when they were made in Poole in Great Britain, and it's got no front coupling and it's got no provision for front coupling. So this was my first problem. Of my entire layout, this was my first problem. I'm reluctant to get rid of it, to sell it, to move it on. So there's a couple of problems with it I'm going to have to address, one of them being the front coupling. My decision to go DCC, well, why? With this one, I've noticed, obviously, it's a good runner and I don't want to get rid of it. And they can be altered to run on DCC. And then the other reason for going DCC is I've noticed that the newer toolings from when they moved over to China, I'm guessing they were moved over to Bachmann. I'm not sure on that one, I'm guessing so. So I know they're Bachmann owned now. Is that the newer tooling models have NEM pockets on, and a NEM pocket is what I'm hoping to fit to this. Certainly on the front, not necessarily on the back, but certainly on the front. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to be buying DCC ready locos, I might as well just go DCC, and at least I'll be able to chop and change the couplings as I wish. I reckon that this will end up with either the couplings that will that automatically uncouple, or it'll be the magnet ones. I'm favouring the first option, are the ones with the dapole, what they call easy shunt couplings. Yeah, I think that's what I'm probably going to go with, so that the train will be able to go into the station over there and uncouple from its load, pull forward into the head shunt, and then just back up and come round the layout backwards. till the station on this window side of the layout, which isn't done yet. So that's my reasons anyway. That's my reasons for going DCC. So yeah, I think it's going to be quite interesting. Not only that, of course, when this layout has got its roundy bits, to run it, it's going to need at least 2 for this this side of the layout. It's going to need 1 for the sidings and 1 for the branch line. So what's that? What's that? 5? I don't know. I've lost count now. Yeah. Anyway, 4 or 5 controllers. Whereas that one controller can probably do it. So yeah, it should make it a lot more easier to operate. I guess I bought the Hornby Select controller. I know it's a basic entry model, but it will do me for now. I may maybe opt to go for the what's the one where you can run it on the computer? I can't think what it's called now, but Elite, is it? Something like that. You can run it on get a program on a computer and run it off of there. That's probably my goal in the end, but that is a long way off. But as I say, this will do me for now. Right, at the moment, I'll just reposition you. Yeah, at the moment, of course, transformers are few and far between in my house. Luckily, the Select has a 15 volt DC output. So basically, I've run 2 wires out of that, and I've connected it up to me Gauge Master walk around transformer, model W, and that'll do me for now. And eventually, this is what's going to operate the turntable. Let's see, there's another transformer needed for that. So it's just I've got to cut it down as far as I can. There's just plugs all over the place. But yeah, all I've got to really remember is when I do, I do eventually get this randy layout, this test track going on DCC, to take their wires out, because obviously it's going to fry the chips to pieces. But yeah, I'm just going to have to put up with that for now. And remember to disconnect it, and so that the Select is operating on its own and not operating anything else. But yeah, that's a little thing I can put up with for now. So I'm going to send this train on its way. As you see this going round, I thought I'd just explain a bit more about this board, because I haven't done so yet. So basically it's a 2-foot-by-4-foot board. I think it's 9mm, 6 or 9mm thick, and the battens are 1 inch by ½ inch, something like that, going all the way around. And it's basically my test track for when I get a new loco and make sure it runs okay before putting a chip in it or whatever. So yeah, it's second radius curves, and there's a couple of streamline points, medium streamline points, going from the outside to the inside. And on this corner near you, there's a set track curve point. And as you may have noticed, Vulcan here, she stutters a bit on it. There you go, see, she don't quite like that one, does she? And actually coming back, if she was going that side, and she would stop. So, and that's part of the reason for having it like this, to find out what trains do, what trains can do, and what trains can't do, for when I do the main bit. The diesels there you see laying down, the class 24 and the class 31, they go round, it's no problem whatsoever. Right, so as I said, it's second radius curves, sorry, and obviously there's going to be an oval on the inside, and possibly another siding, I don't know yet. Obviously that would be first radius, and I know a lot of people frown, why are you going to have first radius curves? It's literally to find out what will go round them and what won't. I'm guessing, the large locos like what's coming, like Falcon and 9F or whatever, will struggle on first radius curves. But like your 060 locos probably won't. So I would like to utilise the first radius curves on the big board. So it's a good testing bench anyway. Now I'm thinking, obviously it's a say 4 foot by 2 foot board, you're not going to get much on it. But I was thinking about putting some scenics on it. I don't see why not. Just because it's a test board, I don't see why it should just be a boring old, boring old board. So I am thinking about that. I won't be in any rush to do it. I even thought about, and this is to do, and Stephen from Elven Home, you've got a lot to answer for here. I did think about putting a viaduct across the back and the 2 tracks, and just with two shuttles, so that a train can just run backwards and forwards. Ah dear, Stephen, you give me these ideas, and this is just a test track. But yeah, I might do that. And just see how I get on. So yeah, I'm well pleased at the moment. This is going around no problem whatsoever, really. And I think while I've been talking to you, this is the longest time, or longest amount of time that this engine has run since I've had it, and I've had it a few years, haven't I? But yeah, it's making a bit of a noise. I do think it needs its wheels cleaning and a little bit of an oil, possibly, but I'll get around to that at some point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the train, and I'm going to put the class 24 on. Bear with me. Right, there we go. Let's send it on its way. The right way would help. There you go. You can probably tell already that this one is a lot quieter. So now this class 24 is the one that I can put a chip in. So I'm going to do that in a minute. I'm just going to let it run around for a bit. Now I've got a chip. Let me find it. Hold on. There we go. There's a little tiny chip inside there. And it's the 36568. And I bought it second hand from Rails of Sheffield for £22.50. So that's going to go in there and operate that. I'll do that. I'll try and film myself doing it, but I'm a little bit worried about doing it, but we'll just see how we get on. Right, let's let that go around one more time, and then I will get on and fit this chip. I'm going to try to fit the DCC chip into the Class 24. So first of all, I've dug out the box and I've got the chip. So I'm just going to, this is the box of the Class 24. And let's leave the chip there for me. And the idea being is that when I take the blanking plate out of that, I can put it straight in there with the detail pack, and that'll keep it all nice and safe. Right, so what I'm going to try and do now is get the top off of that, and we'll see how we go. Well, apparently it just unclips. Oh, that was easy. Just putting that around that way, that around that way. There you go, you can see the top of it now. Not really much to it, is there? But right, so I'm guessing that's the blanking plate. It's got a number 1 and number 6. So put that there. Let's have a look at the chip now. Hopefully this will be okay. There you go. There it is, a tiny chip. And what I've got to try and do is fit that in there without breaking it. Now, the thing is, what one or what pin is number 1? I'm going to have a closer look at that underneath a microscope, I think. Right, back in a mo. I don't know if you can make that out. But I have no way of telling what is pin 6 and what is pin 6 and what is pin 1. So I could put this in the wrong way round. Now I'm guessing that it goes component side up. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to get this wrong. Whatever I do is going to be wrong. I'm going to try and do a little bit more research, but let's see how it goes. Now, with thanks going to Ian from Shelvington, I've just watched your video, Ian. Yes, I've got the same problem you have. It's not marked, so I'm going to do the same as you did. Okay, so I believe that the way it's got to go in that way, like that. But I'm not sure. Oh dear. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the video and I'll come back to you when I've sussed it out a bit more. Here goes. Yeah, I'm going to do it on camera. If it fails, it fails. From what I can make out, that's the way round it's got to go. Okay. So let's just pull this plate off like so. There it is. It's just a little blanking plate. And I'll put that in there. I'll put it in the bag later. And now I've got to try and insert that decoder with a little bit of wiggling into the sockets there. It should just slide in. There we go. I think that's as far in as it's going to go. I hope there's enough room there. On this it does say I might have to trim the pins, but I don't really want to do that at the moment. Let's just see if the body goes on. If it goes on, all well and good. Oh look, it's got on. Okay, that's good. So all that's left to do now is turn it on and fry it and see how we get on. Right, I'm just going to change the transformers over and we'll see how we get on. Right, here we are at the select controller. I'm just going to turn the power on for it now. I've changed all the wires over. Right, here it goes. Come on, here we go. Here we go. And it's turned on. It's now programmed at 03. So the question is, if I turn that dial, will it go? Yeah, no smoke coming from it, I can tell you that much. Right, I'll move the camera over and we'll see if it goes. Right, here it goes. Here's turning the dial and see what happens. Nothing. That's a good start. Right, hold on a sec. Right, I've had a look and it wasn't on the track properly, so we're going to try again. Let's turn up the power and see what happens. Oh, look at that. That is lovely, look. That is running really. It's quieter, and it's also smoother, and this was quite smooth anyway. You don't like that point now though. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What we're going to do. Anyway, it does move. I'll bring it back into the shot. In fact, what I'll do, I'll just reposition the camera and lower it down for you. Just get it running backwards. Oh God. I mean, I've seen these on videos. Running super smoothly and really slow, but to experience that, and considering it's a Hornby Select, you know, I am really impressed. So we're going back in the other direction now. Catch you up. Didn't quite like that bit, but that's probably my track work more than anything else. She's running really nice. I'll tell you what I have done. I've knocked all the coaches off, but I'll try and back it up and pick up some coaches, and we'll leave this video with it running around. It's not going to go over that point, I don't think. It's going to stop. Yeah, I thought it would, because it's going so slow. But yeah, really pleased. I'll sort these coaches out, and we'll have a final shot of it going round. So there you go. One DCC fitted loco running super smoothly, and I've just noticed it is really, really quiet. Don't particularly want it whizzing around that quick, but something like that. I know you can't really see it, but at least you can see it going round. And this has spurred me on to get some more locos. I know where I'm going with it now. Get some more locos, and I've actually got a couple of my locos there on the board there, the Falcon and the Class 31. I don't want to get rid of them, so I'm thinking about maybe saving up when I get back to work, sending them off and having them converted. I believe you can get something called a digi hat to isolate the motors in them, and I'll have them converted to DCC, I think. I've got a couple of motors, a couple of locos that I'm going to sell, because they too have got to be repaired. But that's all for the future. I'm not in too much of a rush, and I will concentrate now on getting the rest of the track on this board done. I mean, I'm hopefully back at work in the next week or so, beginning of May at some point. So things will, I will naturally slow down. We've got the summer holidays, and to be honest, summertime, you know, we've all got other things to do, haven't we? But I will post up videos as and when I can. But I am really pleased, really pleased. Let's just slow it right down. See, even at a slow slip speed, that's still quite smooth, isn't it? There's no jerkiness at all. I don't know why that is, why it should make that much difference, but obviously it does. Superb. Speed it up a little bit, you're not going to get over that point. It's going slow, that's it, it's got over it. That's great. Before go any further, what I think I'm going to do, seeing as this is running quite nicely, is to send it around, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the loco address. As you can see, it's 03 at the moment, which is the standard that the chip's coming. So I want to change that. So I will wait till it comes round, and I will have a go at changing it. I've had a look on YouTube like we do, and I understand. Let's bring it to a stop. What you do is, I can't remember. Hold on. Right, back after a bit of reading. So apparently what I've got to do is I've got to hold down the select button for a couple of seconds, and I've now got on the screen, I've got LA flashing. Okay, so apparently what I've got to do is put in the number that I want now for the logo. Now seeing as this is a class 24 and I've got limited logos anyway, I'm just going to put in 24. So 2, 4, and then maybe have I got to press it again? I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know. Hold on. Apparently I've got to press the select again, and I've got red lights flashing. Yeah, oh, it's gone off. So now maybe that is now on 24. Yeah, okay, so we'll just turn the power on and see what happens. And she's off. it's all fitted, finished and running. I am so pleased. Okay. So now what that means is when I come into the train room, if I turn everything off, right, so as you can see the controller's now off. When I come into the train room and I turn it on, right, so the controller will come on and it's gone back to 03, which is its default setting. Okay, now if I turn if I turn the power on now, it shouldn't work. Let's see. No, there's nothing. Okay, there's nothing. So if I turn the power down, and if I go select, push 2, 4, select, it's now on. It's now selected the 24, so that should now move, but it don't. Oh, it does. Look at that. Do you know what? I think I can do this after all. I'm going to have to write all these instructions down now, or download the manual anyway. But yeah, excellent job, excellent job. Right, my friends, I will call this video a success. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see more, you know what you got to do. My viewings are going up and my subscriptions are going up, which is all very good for me. And I'm waffling, so I will see you all in the next video. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, and I don't know when it's going to be, but I will see you all very, very soon. Okay then, bye for now. Bye.